Good afternoon, everybody. This is Bill from Competition Cars, and now I'm going to do the exterior walk-around video on this 1965 Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special. This is a 70, I believe it's 75,000 miles on it, and this is the car that I bought up in New Jersey a couple of months ago. And at the time, we were supposed to fly back to Myrtle Beach. The flights got canceled because we had a hurricane coming this way, so we were stuck in New Jersey, and we had no way to get home. We were going to be stuck there for days, and we'd already been there for a few days already as it was. So we decided to hop in this Caddy and drive back. Now, we documented that trip with lots of video. So we're gonna add that to the Bring a Trailer auction. This 65 Fleetwood will be up for auction on Bring a Trailer. It's already been submitted. It's already approved. A piece of fuzz on there. And just waiting for it to go live. So I want to go ahead and do this video now. We'll have some pictures of the engine out and transmission out. It was completely rebuilt. Car was completely repainted by Mark Manuzza in New Jersey. He's a Cadillac restorer. So it has a rust-free laser straight body. This car has a beautiful undercarriage and a beautiful engine bay, which we will highlight those in other videos as well. Some of the chrome has a few little scuffs on it, like the edge of this light. There's a little scuff there. And a little spot there and there you can see. Typical stuff you'd expect on original chrome of a car this age. And then on this edge of this one too, it's got that same scuff on the outer edge and on the inner bezel as well. So not flawless, but the actual overall bright work looks really nice on this car. If I see a little flaw here or there, I'm going to point it out. Anything that I see that I know about, you will also know about. We're very transparent. We're not here to put a bad car on anybody, so if we see stuff, we're going to tell you. For example, even though this paint job is slick as a whistle, there was a couple spots there that I had to touch. You can see, got the writing right there. Very minimal. But this car has been paint corrected, wet sanded and buffed. There was another one small chip it picked up on the way back when we drove it from New Jersey, really minor. And black is a pretty good color to touch up. It's easy to touch up. As you can see, the bright work, one little ping right there. All that looks great. Got a little rub here on the very edge. Hang on. It's minimal right there. But you can see the bright work is very acceptable. Now, the gentleman that owned this car before me built this car to drive. So he's got some LED aftermarket headlights. We're going to change those and put the original lights back in the car. And one thing that he did that I'm glad he did, especially since we drove it back from New Jersey in the hot, humid summer 2 months ago, was he improved, this is a factory air car, but he improved the air conditioning to make it much more efficient, and the air conditioning will absolutely freeze you out of this car. See if I can find that one tiny chip. I think it was right there. And again, it's literally invisible. I'm pointing out stuff that you're just not going to see, guys. But again, I like to be transparent that way. If you do see it, you can't go, well, Bill, why don't you tell me about that one little tiny touch-up spot? Production date, the date code's on the tire, I think 2017. We just did 700 miles on this car with those tires. I'm not suggesting you don't change them if you decide to drive the car, but if you're gonna do local car shows and just do low speed driving, like I said, we just did 700 miles between 65 and 70 miles per hour on the trip. You can see all the bright work around the windows look great. We'll do a separate video on the interior. Tops of the door handles look very, very nice. This, from what I understand, this car is original other than the paint job. Now what you see here is a few little pieces of dust that drop from we got that big roll-up door, and when you roll the door up, any debris is gonna land on these cars. So that's all that is. Sorry about that. Just caught that. But look how laser straight this body is. Look how beautiful that paint is. It's literally like a mirror. Look at that. Wheel covers in great condition. This piece of trim has a little spot here that it's got a little split for whatever reason. Again, things that you just, like, at first glance, it's not like, it doesn't jump out at you. Got the paint on the trunk. Again, like a mirror. And actually, this car was not terrible on gas. Of course, I kept it at a moderate speed the whole time. So it wasn't like it was just sucking gas. Car looks good with the black interior. Again, this side, I mean, look at that. Laser straight, no orange peel, no fish eyes, no trash. This paint job turned out really, really nice. So on the exterior of the car, there's really not much to pick. A couple blemishes on the bright work. 2 spots where I touched up a very, very tiny little nick, and that's about it. But look at that, it looks practically new. I mean, just a gorgeous, gorgeous car. So I'm gonna wrap up this video. Again, you will see this car live on, well, you'll see it on YouTube first, but it will be live on Bring a Trailer soon. The car has been submitted. That's where I sell all my classic cars. And we'll have a very conservative reserve. Car should do a good number. Again, it's a double black Fleetwood 60 special. Where are you gonna find one like this in this condition? So I'm gonna wrap this up and do the interior walk around in just a moment, and then we'll do an engine bay video as well. Thanks.